To Africa, welcome to the Azanian podcast. I'm your host, Zimkita Khodolo. He is the former deputy chief of the EMPD, that is Ekurhuleni Metro Police Department, high-ranking official. He has been arrested now for the fourth time. He has appeared, of course, in the Madlanga Commission, which is there to fight or rather to investigate corruption within the South African Police Service and law enforcement agencies. He has been arrested for various crimes before, such as a precious stones heist worth about 15 million rand, it is alleged, impersonating courts, fraud, corruption, various allegations against this former deputy chief of the Metropolitan Department in Ekurhuleni. He is now being charged, of course, arrested rather, again for the fourth time for the murder in 2022. Fourth arrest, 3 bails, appearance in the Madlanga Commission, yet he is still on a full payroll. He is said to be earning at least 100,000 rand plus, an estimated allegedly 150,000, so to speak, but definitely is 100,000 plus monthly. That is roughly about 1.8 million rand a year. And the department says that employees that are on suspension do receive full pay until all the processes have been conducted and outcome of those processes, of course, have been finalized. So he will continue to earn until that process, which is the disciplinary process within the department, is completed. You know, we find this all the time with government officials. I mean, we know with the case of Senzo Mkhunu, people up in arms that Senzo Mkhunu is still on the payroll. He's said to be earning something like 2.4 million rand a year, something to that effect, or well, close to 3 million. He's also on suspension. Government officials on suspension should receive full disciplinary while they're on suspension, meaning that their salary or part of their salary should be halted. It should be completely frozen, or at least freeze those payments until such time that, or a percentage of it, but something must be done when it comes to their salary so that they can feel the full might of what they have done. Imagine you have all these allegations against you, up to full pay. There should be, even if they say, okay, should you be found innocent and we find that there was nothing unjust that you did according to all these allegations thrown at you, then all that money will definitely fully be paid back to you or to your family or to your spouse, whatever the case may be, depending on the allegations and all that. But shouldn't there be some form of disciplinary that the person who is being alleged of doing all these things feels the might of what they have done, feels the full force? Because imagine somebody sitting at home, they're on full pay, 2.4 million rand, 1.8 million rand, whatever the amount is, 100,000, 200,000, and they're getting the full salary. They're not working, they're not clocking in. Or is it because a case of they must pay for lawyers, or I'm trying to understand what is the motivation behind saying that you will still receive full pay. I might say you must receive something because you have to pay for lawyers and all these things to prove your case. But shouldn't there be a certain percentage that they keep as the department to say you will receive that upon, of course, clearance of all these allegations, or your family, or whatever the case may, or to go towards your pension, whatever the case. But I suppose for me it is for even future government employees who even thinking of doing anything of the sort, that people are afraid to say, yo, bazothatha imali yakho, bawuthatha isalary yakho yonke, should you even be. So people are even scared to even think of doing certain things. I mean, we're not even talking of extreme cases such as murder and all these things. Fraud is very prevalent in government. Fraud, corruption is very much prevalent in government, even in the private sector. So if you put those strict measures and people understand the gravity of what they're doing and what it means should they be even at least alleged to be doing or charges be brought against them, that there is, when it comes, people when it comes to money, they think thrice before doing anything because they know their livelihood is dependent on it. Their children, their families, they're dependent. So somebody will think 100 times before doing something so that they feel the full power of the like I've said, the gravity of what they're doing and what it can mean for their livelihood. Because people are up in arms. Why? It's not now. It's not only with Julius Mkhwanazi. We're talking about him or Senzo Mchunu or any other government official. It's been many government officials, quite a number before, who have found to be corrupt in some way or the other or have had charges, and people have been getting their full pay, and citizens have been up in arms about this, saying, but how is it possible that somebody who is charged of, make an example, tender fraud, whatever the case may be, still gets to receive their full salary sitting at home suspended? How is that possible when, I mean, if it gets to a point that you have to be suspended, it means there are serious allegations against you, even if at the end you're going to be found to be innocent. But these are serious allegations. I suppose what we are asking and what the citizens are asking, shouldn't there be even stricter measures put in place when it comes to people's and their salaries who are charged or alleged to be having gross misconduct of some sort within our government departments? This is the questions for you, also, my Africa, to ponder, and also, of course, to always send your comments. And then we'll always keep you, of course, we will still keep you updated more on Julius Mkhwanazi. This is of interest because here at the Azanian podcast, not only do you highlight everything that happens, most of what is happening in Azania, but especially when it comes to our leaders, our officials, our people we put in positions of power and influence who are elected by our people or who are risen up to those positions to be held accountable at all times. Isolate, my Africa.